I'm about to teach you a biblical lesson, okay? I'm sorry, I had this camera kind of like adjusted. I'm sorry. I gotta raise that a little bit. There, got this camera for Walmart. Alright, check this out. Now, in order to appreciate life, you have to go along this route. You have to believe in God, Mary, and Jesus, and the angels, and you have to believe that you have to like atone for your sins, and you have to make it to heaven one day. And when you also have to believe when you get there, you are officially an eternal creature. But you don't know if God has other levels. You know, who knows? Maybe one day He just breaks free. Boom! I guess you're just some good shit. Take off, buddy. You're just here, bro. You don't know you need no expiration on your driver's license here. You're just freaking here. Don't worry about it. Who knows, right? But in order to get to any of that good stuff, you have to live a certain life, man. It's called faith, man. Right? You have to be like, okay, Jesus is telling me that the earth is 10,000 years old as of yesterday morning. To measure a typical cup of tea in Europe, you have to use length 7. A cubit has now been changed to an arm's length and a half due to like equatorial reasons. And Jesus, what is equatorial? Does that have to do with the equator? Yes, it does. Okay. This kind of thing you would have to do if you want to really get to heaven, because you're gonna go there like, oh shit, I need a seeing eye dog here. What is this cloud supposed to be? Oh shoot. I'm telling you here on January 21st, 2025, I kind of figured out. I mean, yeah, if I click into it, like, hey, a scientist shows up with a little machine. Yes, sir. According to our calculations, the Earth is 10,000 years old, and yes, equatorial reasons is the reason for the extended length of the cubit measurement. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, okay, give me a hug. I made it or something, right? But you don't understand what this meantime is. This is the honeymoon between you and God. All this faith, all this like unconfirmed reasoning and stuff. If you out there specifically are fighting against psychiatrists, like maybe I'm not fucking crazy, homie. How many qubits or something, whatever's going on in your life, or if you think that maybe the police are being a little too one-sided on you, and maybe they just like putting you in this like what they call a slammer. It's like a social encasement is what it is. And you're like, I don't know, God, I could just get a lawyer one day and knock this shit out like a bread of toast or something, If you're starting to reason with your life and be like, you know what, maybe I can relate to an angel. I took a piss once or something, This is not like a commercial for like Heaven Pepsi or something. I know I can read minds and I know how it sounds from the other perspective and stuff, let's just jump into it. Empathy, that's a gift of God. You're not going to get no empathy to do some fucked up shit. God's not going to let you. Empathy is when you feel somebody else's pain. An empathetic person is not going to sit in line and bullshit. An empathetic person is like, fuck, man. To the guy in front of him, do you need water or something? Because you seem thirsty, right? The person might say, I don't need water. What are you talking about? Put up a wall, right? And you said, well, I don't know. So now you're like, shit. And another thing, like, if you're a Christian, you get like itches on the hand. Don't believe what the laymen say, the atheists. Oh, it means you're getting money. It means you're getting carjacked, so buy a better alarm system. It's just your ding hand, man. It could be God just kissing you there and saying, I'm going to lacerate you and change your... Sometimes it is kind of changing in the future, but who cares? Don't be greedy about what's on your hand, man. I'll tell you a personal story. I knew a guy named Derek Wilson. And he was always obsessed about, like, if there's an itch on your hand, it means that you're getting some money. I got an itch on my hand right now. So I'm going to stop this broadcast and say, itch on my hand. A lot of times, even fellas, I can tell you in the bedroom, if your girl gives you, like, a laceration on the penis, it means that she loves you. It means she plans on spending forever with you. It means that she's customizing you. If I have a laceration on my hand, it probably means that God loves me. He plans on spending forever with me. He's customizing me. So I wouldn't say this is money, man. I would just, if Derek Wilson, if you're out there listening, I wouldn't say these things are money, man. That was probably God maybe saying, hey, you're a cool friend to Eric's today. Here's a little thing. Maybe you should spend eternity somewhere hanging out with him, especially, A lot of times in life we have friends that we think they're disposable. I remember getting insulted after high school. I had a friend named Luis Hurtado, and one day he told me over the internet, no less, like, hey, man, you're a high school friend. I was like, I'm a high school friend. Like, I'm not even physically located in the high school right now. You're saying I'm, like, tainted? I shouldn't have went there? Or what? You filter out your friends, like, on, like like on Facebook future search. I think Facebook in the future is planning on like filtering things like posts and stuff, I think. But not just Facebook. I mean, where else could you find filters and stuff? Like on Spotify, I think there's a filter. Like, do you want to listen to like even a category is a filter? You know, on Spotify, do you want to listen to metal? Or do you want to listen to like hip hop and rap or classical? These are filters. You know, they're made easy with buttons. I used to program HTML and stuff. You know, and the devil's a bad person, guys. I'm just telling you right now, up front. If you guys are a lovely planet filled with lovely people and you have the best intentions for me, don't wish no devil on me or try to say interrupt the broadcast with the devil. Literally, I don't know the first thing about Teslas, okay? For all I know, I might end up liking a Tesla one day. But if I don't spend time telling you guys certain things, hey, maybe you guys should pray for your Teslas. If they seem like demonic and you don't think they are, maybe they're getting the wrong rap. Have you ever climbed up on top of them like this in front of your neighbors and prayed and say, God, I don't think this thing is evil. I mean, it says nice things to me, like be careful and watch your step. Maybe this has a soul. Maybe I should pray for the soul of this Tesla. Maybe the company's not really that bad. Maybe these are some nice looking futuristic cars, and maybe Jesus, maybe you don't even see the soul of these cars and how people really appreciate these cars. Instead, I mean, the mindset is, well, Eric's saying something bad, so let's just like drop the hammer right there. I don't know anything about nothing. If you got some type of technology out there that's evil, like something's gonna pull teeth out of people when they're just walking down the street, well, then God's not gonna honor that thing. Disassemble that. I'm sure there's one in Sweden, right? But I'm just saying, to take a nice person that's holy and just to pray to the devil. I mean, the devil used to be one of God's angels, man, you know? To take something like that and just like strike the guy down. I mean, I'm just a nice person. I'm trying to help you guys appreciate life. I have a video where I'm singing like Israel's Son by Silverchair. I'm showing you this is a beautiful place, man. There's no reason to give up on it, whether your skin color is black or where you come from. I would even tell Kim Jong-un, first of all, homie, I got no hate in my heart for nothing here. You'd have to come tell me, hey, hate me, because I don't really know who to hate and I don't want to hate anybody, okay? There is a God, and yeah, he does mess people up, and I heard something like you killed your damn uncle or something, so I don't know, man. And I hear you stuff bombs up your ass and all kinds of bad stuff. And so now I'm gonna break from all this and tell you that Christians, if you learn empathy and someone says like, hey, love me, like Kim Jong-un says, love me, right? And then you see things like he's got bombs up his ass and he killed his uncle, then you remember, you bring all these things up, and then all of a sudden he's saying, well, whatever, you don't like me no more. If Christians, if God tells you some facts about a person, I don't care who it is, your mother, you call the police on them, or the FBI, or the social service. It's something called the social service. I don't care who it is. Your dog. My dog ate somebody, man. It smells like fucking my missing neighbor's fucking forehead or something. Do it. If you're a Christian and God gives you the gift of empathy and he puts facts in front of you before you meet somebody, like that guy on the street that I made the video, if he killed somebody in Alaska, man, I'm not gonna go be friends with him. First of all, I did my time with the police, man. That's another, you Christians want to be Christians, do your time. If you think it sucks in there, I'm sorry, man. There's two levels of life. There's the incarceration level and then there's the spiritual level. I've been blamed for some shit and I've done my time. And you know, but if you guys like, I mean, Snoop Dogg, he killed somebody, right? But he wants to go make a Jesus song. I was like, homie, I'm sorry, man. There's a level. The reason God puts these cops are priests is what they are. So you can never blame a cop. So if I was to blame a cop who's a priest, I'd be a piece of shit. Okay, every cop is a priest, whether they're black, white, handicapped, whatever. Psychiatrists are not nothing but garbage shit. That's the bottom line. I'm set the record straight. They're terrorists of the mind. They have no soul. You know, scientists have studied them. They have very little bits of soul. I'm sorry. And the drugs are called neurological destroy agents is what they are. That's bad. Your brain is something, at the end of your life, you have to present your brain to God like this. Here you go. I'm not talking about the movie Hannibal Lecter where he's like, hey, friend, have you ever tried eating your brain? No. You have to present your brain to God at the end of your life. Hello, sir. This thing up here is not some bullshit to fuck with or let people push you around about or lie. This thing here is a gift from God. He's gonna look at it like a birthday present. What did you do with this thing, man? Oh, that's beautiful. You thought that? Okay. It could take him 1,000,000 years, but to you, it might just be like, okay, I see. pass on through, you know? All I'm saying is this. These cops are priests. There's something called incarceration, okay? There's courtrooms and there's lawyers who have a permanent job there. You can't rob them of their welfare, and they can't feed their families or smile the next day, you know? I'm sorry, there's courtrooms, there's cops, they're all holy, and they're all priests, okay? If you disagree with the way they run things, I'm sorry. There is a dang execution chamber. And if you do your cards right, you could get into heaven. But if you are somebody who just fucked up pretty gosh damn bad, and the name Snoop Dogg and Eminem come to mind. And I'm sorry, but if they come to mind, I'm telling you that those people are unredeemable, but they need to go to prison eventually. It doesn't work like that. It's like jail, court, prison, execution, right? And it's not going to happen real quick. Like, I didn't want to buy his Eminem CD. Get rid of that guy. I'll pray for that. No, you cannot pray for bad things. But let me show you this, though. Now that I've marked them in society, so you know, okay, there's incarceration and then there's holy stuff, okay? You cannot have cake without the other, okay? I can't be up here if I never did any, if I never served any for any of my crimes or whatever, you know, if I never did none of that shit and I'm over here, my first duty to the public is to go down to the police station and turn myself in. My conscience would not let me come here and tell you some bullshit about, it would be bullshit at that point. Hey, I'm going to heaven and I'm doing this and, or I'm dancing to Israel's son. Okay? First of all, I don't know if you know what my conscience is. I have a beautiful conscience, okay? When I go to the bank and I get a pen on accident and I accidentally almost walk out with the pen, I'll come back in and say, sir, that works at the bank, I accidentally took your pen. I'm sorry. I have a beautiful conscience. And if you people are out there and you have crimes, just turn yourself in. It seems stupid, like, oh, whatever, change the channel. It's the God's absolute truth. And America has like 50% of these people need to go in there. And if you're scared, Mr. System of a Down, saying they're building a prison, you probably need one. Because the reason that, if I was a chief of police psychically to tell you, the reason we're building these prisons is because we're going to have, like, we need something. Because there's crimes out there. I mean, just turn yourself in. Anywhere in the world, Kim Jong-un, you want to turn yourself in? We have an embassy like 7 miles away from where you're at. Turn yourself in. Vladimir Putin, I don't think you're going nowhere good. But as a man, whatever that's worth to the environment, I mean, the environment saves something. I don't know about you going to heaven or nothing, but the environment saves some kind of energy. Okay? And that energy is worth it to your soul no matter what happens to you. If there's a hell, but you've got like a little like a moment where you were a man and you turned yourself in, there's going to be some kind of saturation here on earth. So I'm going to go to heaven, but there's going to be a saturation here on earth about the time where you turned yourself in as a man. And that you get to keep. You know, if I was in Vegas and the chips were down, I might sell my Dodge. If you understand the kind of logic I'm trying to throw at you, right? Sometimes, man, Snoop Dogg, you could leave a little impression on this earth that'll last forever, even if you did go to hell. You know? Eminem too. You could leave a little something. It'd be worth it, man. You know? It's like before you leave the fucking 31 Baskin-Robbins flavors, would you like a little cherry on top of that? Maybe some people, it doesn't mean nothing. Oh, I don't want no fucking cherry on top. I'm Eminem. I don't believe that there's no benefit to turning myself in. Fuck the cherry. Some guys are like, I don't know, my nutrition could use it. Sure, you know. Or if you're a valet person, hey, a tip. Maybe to some people a tip doesn't mean nothing, or the pennies don't mean nothing. But giving a valet guy a tip of like $20.50 might mean something to someone else. But if they increase it $20.51, that to the valet person, that would mean something, you know. So I'll say, Snoop Dogg, damn man, turn yourself in, man. Because I know how prayer works, and I know how these videos work. 3 more of these videos, you'll have no choice anyways. So be a man. And I don't think you're going to heaven, man. I don't have no seat reserved for you there. I'll go change my house. I almost put like a parting something. Anyways, so let me get back to the subject. I make these videos long, man. This is like 14 minutes. Okay. There's incarceration. Every man has to go do their time. It's like if there was a war of life in America, especially, you have to serve your time. You have to go, like in the army, you have to do your time. You come out, you get like the bonuses, and they give you like the Medal of Honor, and you go wear the hat, and you say, I was there, and hey, what's going on? I was there. I think America's filled with people just piling it up, officers, and they don't have no conscience, man, because you've got, like, you have to serve your time. You have to serve it. You have to serve it full, You can't, I don't know, you can't like bail out and just whatever. You have to do it, right? Because you have a conscience. Because if you don't do it, like if I didn't do it, I would not be here. I would go to the police station and say, I have to turn myself in. My conscience, like basically, God is saying it's on your agenda. It supersedes everything. I don't care if you work at Walmart. I don't care if you're the president. Hey, Donald Trump, you're listening? I think we're talking to you. You got to turn yourself in, man. I don't care what you guys got out there. This is not him talking through me, okay? This is Eric Gonzalez still talking. I don't care what you guys got out there. Accountants, head of the FBI, I think that's something there. Chief of police in Boston. If there's something on your agenda, first priority, if you haven't done your time or whatever's going on, you cannot sit here and bullshit on borrowed time, man. Okay? So I forgot what this video was about. I know it's kind of beating you in to these guys. I don't know. I'm pretty used to this kind of way of thinking. But I'm just telling you, you guys first of all should pray for your conscience if you're having trouble turning yourself in. And I want to see like 7,000 people turn themselves in. So I pray for your conscience, man, because I don't care how much money you have or what you're going to lose. I don't care if you have Social Security or not. God feeds the birds, okay? There's no death out there for you. If you're cold, jump into a dumpster and pray to God. You can survive look, man, people have been surviving up until this point. Some dumb people too. The Mike Tyson family got here. The Ernest Hemingway family got here. I can show you a lot of families that if it wasn't for God feeding these birds and making life like non-dangerous out there, non-deadly, putting a sandwich in your hand, an orange in your hand, you would not be seeing any of these people, probably all of us, So first of all, realize there's no danger out in the world, especially in America. If you're cold, get in a dumpster. If you need a sweater, you'll find one somewhere. Go bug the pawn shops or something. Go ask somebody to give an extra sweater. You'll find a sweater. Go entertain somebody. Hey, man, it's a nice day, isn't it? Can I have $2? You'll get $2, man. Go to like a Food for Less or whatever you got out there and get like a 2 oranges, man. That's enough nutrition for like 4 hours, man. God takes care of people out there. These jobs, these positions, these are just bonuses on top of all the survival that God guarantees you. But if you're a piece of shit out there and you don't believe in God, you're going to start looking for other ways to save yourself. Like, let me go to a friend's house. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hey, man, you got some drugs, man? I could eat some weed or something, man. I need an umbrella, man. Ask your sister Susie if she'd loan me one for $1. You know I'm good for it. As a good Christian, you know what I would do? I would knock on the same person's door. Look, man, I don't even know you. This is like the end of the joke kind of thing, how I'm going to end this message. Look, I don't even know you. My name is Eric. I don't know who this message is for, but someone's going to come and ask for like a borrowed umbrella and like all kinds of stuff. Pray for that person, though. That's some experimental stuff, though. But I'm serious, man. Life is not dangerous, but you go in those prisons, it's dangerous, huh? I've never been in a prison. I've been in jail, but I can show you the mentality. Watch. What's up, dog? So what's up with your conscience, dog? Hey, Elroy. This nigga got some conscience or something. Or I'll be like a girl, huh? Hey, what's up, girl? Working on that conscience. What's up with your nails? Oh, that's some nice hair. Should I pull that shirt? It's probably some stupid shit. All right, God bless America. If I am the president, keep me alive. Bye.